talking about the 100 subs contest winners and discussing awful Canadian teen dramas.
Yeah, you mean wonderful.
Yeah, whatever.
Canadian teen dramas.
So a little bit of a different thing tonight is that Beth will be building instead of me. That's why we've switched it over to the camera to the other side.
It's Freaky Friday.
It's Freaky Friday, but on a Sunday. Also some other news going on in that, open in browser. I'm still getting some chat stuff set up.
I'm just sharing this online.
All right. So,
Talk amongst yourselves.
it looks like I'm having, oh, come on, man. Dude, this is so annoying. All these pop-ups on Google from like a week ago. Like, I don't understand what's going on. They just keep popping up. All right, so I don't exactly know if we're streaming live on everything. Online, sending data, YouTube.
Lego Geek says congratulations.
Hey, thanks. So he's in.
Yeah.
Johnny G. What's up, Johnny G? No, she does not. She likes Star Wars.
I like Star Wars.
But she hasn't. The last time we tried to build a set together, she went through about 3 pages worth of steps and then just went, I don't like this.
Yeah.
So, hi, Connie. So keep, I can see and hear no problem. Thank you very much. It's always a hit and miss because I'm working off like super limited equipment and whatever. I mean, I've got her laptop and my laptop and whatever free software we can get. So that's what we're doing. So anyway, to get things started, and I'm shouting because I can hear the music, but they can't, but she can't, so I'm just shouting. But the microphone's on this side, so they should be able to hear you okay. We really need to get a mic. All right, so to get started, last week, if you were here, we did a drawing for, or asked people to do, to comment on the video if you were a subscriber, and please subscribe if you're new. If you've come in off Reddit, I really appreciate it. So we had I reached 100 subs last week. I'm up to 120 now, so that's pretty cool. But last week was a giveaway. I don't know why it only says 3 out of 4. That doesn't make any sense. But that just means that like one of these is not, I don't know. YouTube says it's sending data, but I think they see it okay. So so last week was the sign up for it, and today will be the drawing for it. Now, I went through, or Beth helped me with it. We went through and picked the 18 people that actually commented during the course of the video.
And some that commented
some that commented after, left a comment in the comment section, not the live chat section. And we did Facebook, and we did, there was one Mixer chatter. So it was mostly YouTube and Facebook. And we removed family, but we kept 2 people who are family-ish, but mostly friend. So we kind of kept them in because they weren't blood related. Like if my kids would have commented, or the ladies would have commented, I think we would have taken that out, or your parents, that kind of thing, or my brother. So anyway, here's the list. It's handwritten. You can see these are the people who left comments. I'm just going by screen names, and there was only 18, so that's okay. It was it's a Thursday night. It's a last minute kind of thing. So anyway, I'm going to flip over to a random number generator now. And I've set the minimum and maximum from 1 to 18, and it should generate a number, and then we will see who wins the set, and this is the set that we're doing. This is a, let me get back over to OBS. This is the set. It's just a little $15, whatever, but it's a thank you for doing 100 subscribers. I realized I was totally blocking your face when I was doing it.
That's okay.
This is it right here. I'll block my face instead. So there. All right. So let's get this out of the way, and we can keep going. So do the scene cam, and then we'll go back here. And so this is the generating number, and drum roll please. 16. Erica!
Yay!
Erica.
I don't think she's watching.
She's not
right
going
now,
to.
but
She's not watching. But
we'll have to.
you've won a Lego set. All right, Star Wars Lego set. I realize the Force Awakens or the Last Jedi probably isn't your favorite movie, but here's a Lego set. You can give it to Link. So that's out of the way. If you haven't been watching, I have a link in the page to my Instagram and Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, you probably have seen this, but the Capitol is done.
Yay!
The Capitol is finished. It's been a year and a half. Or more than that, it's almost been 2 years. And I'm gonna open up a beer and say congratulations to me. Just doing a shiner tonight because I didn't get a chance to go to the store and get a shiny new whatever beer. So there you go.
Shiny new shiner.
Shiny new shiner. So cheers. So yeah, the Capitol is done. I put a photo up on Instagram. I might put up some more later. The room that it's in is not very well lit, so I feel like it's not gonna show it off very well, but I did do a video. There's another video on my channel that's kind of a walk around that's got some pretty good stuff. So so that's it. Yeah, so now I just wait 3 weeks and then it's gonna move to the visitor center and it will be out of my house. It's so big, you guys. It's ridiculous how big this is. It's like a piece of furniture. It's just monstrous.
It's bigger than our furniture.
It's bigger than, yeah.
Furniture we own.
Probably
or possibly our bed.
A bed or the couch or something. But I mean, it's ginormous. And every time I go into the front room and I just kind of look at it, I'm like, man, I can't believe I got that stupid piece of crap done. But it's done. Capital finito.
Yay.
What's up, Kanika?
Kanika.
So yeah, so we're moving on. So I'm gonna start. I'll flip over to Beth is building.
Okay.
Let's do this. Let's show them what you're building. So this is the set that Beth is building. It is the Friends. I don't even know what that is. Somebody suggested doing a Friends set for her. It's Mia's full stable.
So did you get this for me because it's girly or because it's easy?
Well, no. Somebody recommended.
Suggested it,
somebody recommended a Friends set, so I got you that.
Yeah.
They had. Thanks, Kanika. Somebody recommended a Friends set specifically, but I forget which one. But this one is actually.
So
it says 4+.
This is for ages 4 and up, so we're gonna see if I'm able to do this.
Right.
I have not built. You know, I don't think I built one Lego set with you, and it was a small one, and I didn't do a great job. When I was a kid and I played with Lego, I basically just put stuff together.
Yeah.
I didn't have like a set. I would just I realized that Lego was always putting stuff together.
Yeah.
But
It's also sorting.
I didn't have a set. I just would put things like I do when I am absentmindedly playing with yours that you're trying to put together,
Right.
and I end up taking all your spots. And is it okay if I broke the box?
Wow, you can't even get through the box. No, it's fine.
This doesn't bode well. Why is there tape on this?
My daughter entered in the county fair this week and won 5th place with that set.
Ooh, neat.
I don't know what that means. So she built this set and won 5th place with it?
That's awesome. I bet she's going to do a better job than I am. I'm already overwhelmed.
Oh, I'm wondering if it's if a speed build or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
A little explanation. BXBP. All right, so you probably don't need this now.
Okay.
I know. Josh, it's just don't worry about it.
So
I'm not gonna
I like how the first. Where's the thing? How the first is just opening the box.
Yep.
And dumping it out.
Yep, that's an instruction. So while she's doing that, we had not a bet, but
an agreement.
An agreement where she would put a Lego set together if I watched some Degrassi TV shows. So we started with Degrassi Junior High.
So for those of you that are not, is it okay just to tear into it?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Am I making you anxious?
I'm not even gonna look. I'm not even gonna look. This is hurting my face. So Beth is a huge lover of Degrassi shows. Canadian teen drama specifically, or in general, but Degrassi specifically. And Degrassi, I've come to find out, is kind of like Star Trek or the MCU, in which it has a ton of shows. There's 5 different shows.
Okay, so it started off...
No. I'm going to talk. You build.
Well, I'm trying to...
There's Degrassi.
Well, it started off with the Kids of Degrassi Street.
Okay, the Kids of Degrassi Street.
And then it was Degrassi Junior High, and then Degrassi High, and then the Next Generation, and then the next class, or new class.
New class, okay, cool. That's very cool. BXBP, tell her congratulations for us. That's very cool. Anytime somebody wins anything doing Lego, it's beautiful.
Is the first thing I'm doing making the girl?
Yeah. First thing you do is put the figure together.
Okay, I can do that, I think. Mom's watching. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Lisa.
Okay, so what episodes did we watch, Ben?
So we watched the pilot episode, or the first episode of both Degrassi Junior High and Degrassi The Next Generation. We haven't got to Degrassi Deep Space Nine yet.
Or Voyager.
Or Degrassi Voyager. But the first episode of Degrassi Junior High was called Kiss Me Steph, or Kissing Steph.
Kiss Me Steph.
Kiss Me Steph.
Yeah.
And it is it's a 20-minute show, and it's fairly...
Is this hair supposed to stay on?
I would put it on the body first,
okay,
and then put the hair on after, so you've got something to kind of push against it.
Am I making you anxious?
No, I'm just trying to focus the camera on what you're doing. Burp. That's a little better. So, that's a Starfleet joke. Hi, Ingrid. All right, so Degrassi Junior High started with Kiss Me Steph. Yeah, the hair is kind of,
hard to see.
it's a little rubberized, so it's a little weird. It starts off very low production. The music sounds like a...
I made the figure.
You did.
Except her hair is a little off. But.
It starts off with a very public, after-school special PSA announcement kind of music and graphics, and you can just tell this is the very first show. And it...
Oh, this is totally written for kids. I love it.
No, I mean, complicated sets will do that too. Like, it'll just go, these 2 bricks go on this thing now. So, we meet the protagonist, Steph, the titular character, Steph. And I say titular because of the double meaning. It is, yeah, she's building this time, Ingrid. This was the deal.
This is going to be painful.
So this might be a semi-regular thing. I don't mind buying her sets if she wants to build it, and as long as I'm watching these stupid shows. It won't be every, maybe we'll just do it Sunday nights, and then Thursday nights I'll do something. So Steph comes into the school. It's the first day of school. The very first thing she does is tells her brother, who is in 7th grade, and I'm sorry, correction, it's Canada, it's grade 7.
Grade 7.
Not 7th grade, as us Americans would say, but grade 7. And grade 8. She's in grade 8. So she's like, nobody cares about grade 7. You're a loser. And I am grade 8. I'm practically an adult.
That's right.
Does it look right?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
She's going to be done with this in like 20 minutes. I'm going to have to break out something else. I'll talk about some AFAL day stuff if she gets done earlier. So they go into school. Hijinks ensue. The little brother meets the class bully, Joey Jeremiah, who says he's going to help him out, find his class, and in turn locks him in a broom closet. Now he's a broom head, which is apparently a thing you call people in Canada, a broom head. I don't know.
It's something they call people on the show.
In the show, at least. So then we focus back on Steph, who meets her best friend. They exchange a bracelet.
What's her best friend's name?
Vula. Havakavula. Vula is apparently Greek. So here's the thing that I learned about watching shows with Beth that she already knows about. She doesn't stop talking. Doesn't shut up through the whole thing. She has to explain everything that's happening. Instead of letting me watch it, she's like, that lady does this, and that lady's this, and that's important later, and you're gonna watch that. Oh, she's this person, and oh, I heard this thing about, and I'm like, okay.
To be fair, I only do that with him. I don't do that like if I'm watching shows with friends.
I'm gonna put this lady up here
but
so she
I
can.
have a. I can't find this piece.
Which piece?
This piece.
The black piece?
Is it black?
Yeah, anything that's got a white outline is black.
Oh, I was looking for gray.
There you go. So she meets her friend. They go into the bathroom. They're talking about summer, I guess. And Steph puts on, swear to God, the sluttiest farm girl outfit you're ever going to want to see
farm
ever.
Girl?
Well, it was like the thing where it's like tied up around her 13-year-old boobs. And
yeah, it's kind of awkward.
It's a little like, okay. And she's like, I'm basically an adult now, and this is my new look, and this is how I'm going to dress. And it's because grade 8 is now the thing. And I'm like, what the heck is going on here? And Vula doesn't approve of it at all. She's very much.
Vula's a prude.
Well, she's the Velma Willow character, right? She's very smart, bespeckled, brown hair, archetype, whatever. So they go to class, and of course now all the boys notice. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail of it, but let's just say that. Oh, okay. So that's the main plot is that she decides she's going to run for class president, right? She's like, this is the thing I can do now. I'm going to run for class president. I'll be the best one there is. Vula, you can help me write all the speeches and help me with posters. We're going to get elected. And she gets up and does her speech, and every subsequent outfit is equally as, I wouldn't say slutty. I don't want to slut shame, but let's say, what can we say, trashy?
Yeah, is this the right piece?
Yeah.
The wheels? Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to say evocative either because she's a preteen, teen.
She's probably, it's 8th grade, so I'm going to say 13.
All right. Anyway, they are their outfits, let's just say. There's a reason that she's wearing them. She's also putting a lot of makeup on. And at one point I'm like, oh no, this episode has been set to whore because the Simpsons joke.
And I giggle. But you shouldn't call an 8th grader.
No, you shouldn't. But
she just doesn't know any better.
She doesn't. So what happens is now she does her speech, and then the boys are very much into her now, and one of the boys says, "I will vote for you if I get a kiss," and she says, "Okay," and she is making these faces like, "Oh, I can't believe this is happening. I really like what's going on. I'm a little embarrassed, but a little okay with it," right? It's kind of a weird thing. So one boy comes over and kisses her, and another one goes, "I'll vote for you if I can give you a kiss." And there's all kisses on the cheek. But then they start mobbing her, right? Then they're like, all the boys just rush over. So the other guy, Snake, gets up and plays his guitar and saying, "If you're going to vote for me, I'm the Snake. I'm going to make blah, blah, blah." And he's playing. My name
is Snake. I forgot the rest.
So nobody's paying attention to him because everyone's lining up to kiss Steph. So then it becomes this downward spiral of, so she gets elected president, right? But then, it was before elected president, right? Because she was in the bathroom and they were all waiting outside.
Yeah.
And all the boys were waiting outside.
Look, I finished
You made a car. Look at you. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So all the boys are waiting outside going, "Yes, let's bring her out and let's talk with her." And she comes out and the discussion becomes, we would like to have co-ed swim class. And one of the boys says, "I'd like to see Steph in a bikini." And then another boy says, "I'd like to see Steph out of a bikini." And then they proceed to say, "Take it off, Steph." And I'm like, what the hell are we watching? This is awful. This is so terrible.
I forgot that the first
It's so terrible. Like, if my kids were doing this, they would be grounded for life. Are you kidding me? So, and it's typical of a show like this. They have like 20 minutes in between class where they're just loitering and being misogynist assholes to each other.
This is a farm vehicle, right?
I'm guessing so because it's got a little thing that goes. It's a little trailer.
This set. Where am I?
Camera's over there. Or you can hold it up to that camera. This set. Derp, 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 derp.
Okay.
So these boys are awful, and the girls are not having it. But Steph gets elected president, and then she thanks Joey Jeremiah, for all the hard work that he did in getting her elected. Which all he did was basically pimp her out. And meanwhile, Vula's left being spurned by Steph and Steph K. And so when she's elected, then she meets the vice president and is like, now we have to do this. You have to do a speech for the PTA, and you've got to meet the secretary, and you can get all this information, and you got to do this and this and this.
So here's a way the bad show. I now don't miss TV. This is 80s Canadian teen
TV.
drama, so it's bad.
Yeah, this is kind of the reason shows are sometimes don't make it. So based off just this show alone, I would not have watched the rest of this series. It was really awful.
But we learned a valuable lesson.
But then she learns that, she learns that it's all hard work, and she's like, oh, I can't do that. I'm going to be out. I've got plans. And her vice president's like, well, you're going to have to kind of cancel those because you're the, class president now, and you've got to do all these things. So she, in about 30 seconds, changes back into her regular outfit because she's going home and doesn't want to be seen in her grown-up outfit. Her mom can't see her.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I feel like this is setting down lower than it should. Like, it should be more like this. Does it look right? Look, does it look like the picture?
I think probably this may go like this.
Oh. I followed the directions.
You may not have the same spatial awareness I do.
That's possible. That is possible. Where did I go wrong?
Oh, you needed to put that guy in there.
I did, didn't I?
Nope.
Oh, he's up front.
Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's at the front. Yeah, that's at the back. You gotta put that guy inside it.
I see.
Okay. That doesn't matter. You put together. Anyway, so she learns a lesson. She kind of refriends her brother on the way home. She asks Vula for help, but Vula is like, no, you got to do it on your own. And so she's like, I'm going to do this on my own. I'm going to write the best speech there is, blah, 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 blah. So she kind of learned a lesson in that you can't really skimp out on work, but she totally effed over her friend.
Well, spoiler alert, because
They get back together?
No, well, I can't remember if they ever become friends again, but she really doesn't learn her lesson.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Yeah. Well, that's an awesome show.
So Comica said, dude, we were watching Harry Potter 4 yesterday, and it's so weirdly sexualized. There's even a shot of girls' butts as they're running, and they made 2 other schools gender segregated for no reason. Everything was awkward. Wow.
We haven't got to 4 yet. We're rewatching for Harry Potter trivia, and Beth hasn't seen past 3. So we're rewatching. We got 1 in halfway through 2. We've got to get together with them maybe tomorrow night and do another movie. I just watched The Crimes of Grindelwald last night because I hadn't seen that yet.
But what do you think about, since you have seen 4, did you notice that the children
I've seen all of them, but I don't remember that bit. I'm sure
something we're going to be paying attention to.
Because that's during the Tri-Wizards Cup, right? When they're doing that, that would surprise me. You should have videoed me building the yellow submarine. I don't have enough memory in my phone to videotape something that long, Lisa. Sorry. I don't know how long. It didn't take you like a month and a half to do it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Nice.
So she didn't learn her lesson, so we immediately thought, well, we've got time. Let's watch the first episode of Degrassi, The Next Generation.
Okay, so just some history on that, too. So, for those of you that aren't familiar with it, the show aired in Canada. Degrassi Junior High aired in Canada, I think it was like 1986. And even though that first episode was really bad, it ended up being a huge hit because, is there anything that goes there, or is it just, there it looks like there's black.
No, it's because it's a little flower.
Oh, I see. Sorry. So, it was a huge hit because it was, and everything involving the ball is like an adult concept of how kids would act. Yeah. That happens a lot in Degrassi, actually, where it's like, this is how adults think that children should act in the Next Generation, not so much in the original. So the original was really groundbreaking because the kids looked like kids. They didn't put makeup on them. They let them dress the way they would normally dress. They weren't actors. They were just kids.
They were just kids.
And they talked about things that we would never talk about on American television. They talk about
because we're prudes.
Right. They've done like teen pregnancy episodes. They've talked about abortion. One of the characters ends up getting AIDS at one point. So, which in the 80s was like a huge thing, obviously. So, so in Degrassi Junior High, one of the characters, Spike, gets pregnant when she's 13 and has a baby who is Emma. And when they brought back the show, they're like, hey, Emma should be in junior high by now. So the show, Next Generation, focuses around Emma and her group of friends. So
we take it up from Emma looking at her computer and being doughy-eyed over this boy named Jordan.
Jordan, yeah.
And her girlfriend are like, school's about to start. It's like a week away or something like that. And there's an upcoming, 10-year reunion.
10-year reunion. So
all the adults who were in junior high all the kids who were in junior high are now adults. And several of them show back up, including the one Spike.
Joey, the bully.
Yeah, the bully who changes during the course of the show. He's a great guy now. Snake, the guy who was running for class president in the first episode, he's now like one of the main characters.
He's a teacher.
He's a teacher. One of the teachers is now the principal, Mr.
Radish.
I almost called him Radish. I'm just going to call him Radish. So the story revolves around, we don't really need to go too far into it. It's a pedophile thing. Like it's a two-parter, and it's an internet pedophile. It's a two-part episode. The first part is mostly about the reunion and people getting back together after X amount of years. Characters relay their backstories, what's happened over the years. The second half is primarily about the pedophile thing, and it's the guy he's basically Jordy is the boy, Jordan lures Emma to his hotel under the guise of, hey, I'm here with my class field trip and we're doing some stuff. And when she gets there, it's this guy who's like, yeah, I'm here with Jordan and the other kids, and I was just bringing them up a pizza, and it turns out he's the one who lured her there. So it's really awful. There's uncomfortable scenes of him like locking the hotel and having a camera on and them sitting on the bed and him like leaning in and smelling her hair, and it was awful.
So they really, the thing for Degrassi is the tagline was in the beginning was Degrassi, it goes there, and this one really did go there.
So it was really uncomfortable and really hard to watch. It wasn't as bad in terms of like production and acting and whatever. I think this time around they probably got real students, but they were probably real students from the theater group.
Okay, I have a question. Does this just sit here?
Yes, it's a pen.
It's a what?
Oh, you mean the apple?
Well, that too, but that...
Yeah, because one of them is a brush and one of them is an apple. It's
not saying though. Help, help, help!
I want you to keep doing that, but show the camera.
It's not staying. Watch, it'll stay now. Oh, it's staying! Yay!
I'm going to bring this up a little bit so they can kind of see what you're doing.
Oh no!
I wouldn't worry about it.
Why doesn't it fit inside?
While she's playing with apples, the quality of the show is obviously better because now it's how many years later? 10 years later? I don't know what the timeline of the show.
It was in 2002, so it's like...
So it's like 5-6 years later.
No, it's 2002.
Oh, 86 to 2002,
yeah.
So several years later. So it was a little better in terms of quality. Yeah, that's an instruction. Put it there.
Yes. Oh, I have to open the second. What about these?
You're missing parts. These two parts I understand. These two parts didn't come in a bag. These two, I think you're missing. Flip back a little bit. Because I think you might need to put to the car, go back to the car. I have a feeling these go on the back of the car here. Yep.
Oh, they do.
So, it wasn't, the best show I've ever seen, but it was at least well produced. The music was still kind of like, it was the first show especially was like listening to a church hymn. Like it was oddly positive and hopeful, but it just felt really out of place. And I'm hoping, I'm not going to watch a whole lot of this later, I'm sure, but I hope it gets better because this was terrible.
Are you talking about?
Next Generation was a little better. I mean, it's still nothing that I would watch, but it's at least, you know, Nickelodeon quality kind of show. So not too bad.
Next Generation actually gets much better. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Next Generation is actually a legitimately good show.
Okay. I mean, I can see the production quality is there. I'm not a fan of teen dramas.
I like teen dramas.
So it was kind of not boring, but just nothing that I'm going to watch later. It was interesting enough to be something that we watched for this, you know.
I think that I'm kind of wondering if I'm just going to make him go through and watch all of Degrassi, or if we should do something else. So.
Hi, Claire.
Hello, Claire. So I use my teeth for that. Sorry.
Yeah, stick to Lego, Ingrid. It's the only good vice.
The thing with these shows too is I feel like if you start watching them as an adult, they're not going to be good.
No.
It's that you have the nostalgia. Although I didn't start watching I didn't start watching The Next Generation until I was an adult because it didn't come out till 2002. So I was barely an adult, but I was an adult.
Well, it's like, I mean, I was an adult when Harry Potter came out, and there were kids who were reading it who started reading it when they were 10 or 11, who grew up with Harry Potter. I still like it because it's magic, you know. But it's, what's up, Steve? Hey, Steve, we're talking about Canadian TV show, man. Where are you at?
Is Steve from Canada?
He's from Toronto.
Oh.
Not Toronto, but Toronto. He's the lawyer guy I was telling you about.
Oh, so I just
the lawyer / writer / artist that I knew from like the comic book days.
So I just assume that everybody in Canada has watched Degrassi and loves Degrassi.
I don't know. Let's find out, Steve. If you're actually listening and you just didn't click on it to find out, we're talking about you and your tragically Canadian sensibilities.
Do you know how old he is?
He's my age.
Okay, so probably
my age. I think he may be a couple years older, but
so it would be more Degrassi Junior High, and he may have been. I don't know if he would.
I may have been a little old for that.
Yeah.
So, although You Can't Do That on Television was from Canada,
it was.
And that came out when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So that's my show.
Yeah. There was.
But it was Nickelodeon. It wasn't Canada.
Did you ever watch
like CTV or something?
On KET, well, it wouldn't have been KET. For you guys, KET is our public.
I'm digging the music.
Kentucky. But they had remember Beverly Cleary and the Ramona books?
The name sounds familiar, but I don't think I read them.
There was a TV show that was based on the books, and I'm wanting to say it was Canadian, but I could be wrong. Okay. See, this is where I get confused. Oh, wait. Is it?
So, that's my foray into the Canadian teen dramas. They're not something that I cherish or watch or go back to. But I am trying to catch up with Orange is the New Black because everybody's watching that and I'm a season behind and she's already seen all the way through 7. So now I'm trying to catch up, but I only really watch like one or two a week. Once or twice a week. While she's building, I will say that last night we watched Black Klansman, and it was a really good movie.
The ending was.
The ending was made me feel bad about myself, and I know it's not meant to, but it's meant to wake you up. Well, it's meant to say, look, nothing's changed since then.
Yeah, and it hasn't.
And it hasn't. Really hasn't. And stop sitting on your hands and doing nothing. Get out there and be proactive and helpful and be a good ally and call it when you see it kind of thing. But it was very good. I watch Adam Driver do anything. And I really like Denzel's kid. I think he did a pretty good job.
We didn't realize it was his kid until afterwards.
Didn't either. I was like, this guy's got a really unique delivery when he's talking. And I think they got him specifically because they needed somebody to sound like he could be a white guy on the phone. And his pattern, his vocal pattern was very much one that could be confused. But also, it's one that maybe Adam Driver could speak, you know. So I think they did good on casting that. And I like that. I don't think it was Gwen Stacy. It was the girl from Spider-Man, the first Tom Holland Spider-Man. Vulture's daughter was in it. She was Patrice. Patrice.
Patrice.
She was the love interest. And I kept watching her. She's got this giant fro and these giant 70s glasses. I'm like, who is that girl? She's so familiar. I looked it up. I'm like, Spitterman. She's from the Spitterman movies.
She was awesome.
Yeah, she was great. So we watched that. I think that's it for like. So I watched Crimes of Grindelwald, and now I'm watching Jurassic Park: Fallen Kingdom because it's on HBO and I haven't seen it.
Is it bad?
It's it's a Jurassic Park movie. I mean, it's one of these where it's like, why do you idiots keep going back to the island? It's just gonna. Did you not see the first movie? The first movie through now starts with an island full of dinosaurs and ends in people dead. It's like a horror movie. It's like you not catch what's going on here, and they don't. But it's fun to watch kind of everything fall apart. Plus the leads are easy on the eyes, so that's why you watch it. And they throw in the nostalgia with the theme song, so it's like, hey, remember this? This was a neat thing when you were. When did that come out? 92? 93?
Which one?
The first one.
The first what?
Jurassic Park.
Oh, I'm sorry. My brain was still on Harry Potter.
Oh, okay.
I was like, no. Maybe that. Okay. Who was in that? Jeff Goldblum and is it Laura?
Sam Neill, Laura Dern.
I'm gonna say
Richard
in the 90s.
Attenborough, because it's not David. David's the naturalist, but Richard is the actor? Or is it the other way around? Anyway, I think it's David. 1990. Oh yeah, we should be asking Kanika.
Kanika said it's bad. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because Kanika's the Jurassic Park guru.
So it was bad. Did you see The Dead Don't Die?
Is that the?
Want to see? That's the zombie one.
Yeah, the Adam Driver, Bill Murray one. I heard that was garbage.
Mom and Dad liked it.
Oh, I heard it was very good.
Well, no, you don't have to.
I don't know. I heard it was not great, but I still want to watch it.
Laura Burnett's on. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Laura. How are you doing? Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm sorry about bingo, Laura. I did not pick a good card for you. I'm very sorry.
Boo.
Yeah, she lost $20 on me. But what are you gonna do? Play next month.
I think you owe her $20.
I do no such thing. Otherwise, I'd owe everybody money. And we made a lot of money that night. We did really well. Sold like 150 some cards.
I realize that this maybe they can't see. This is covering, so.
Okay. Well, look at that. Yeah, build backwards now.
Oh no. I can barely do it the right way.
So we should do blind builds where you do it like in a box where you can't see what you're doing. And somebody has to tell. Are you just looking at the directions and you're trying to? Yeah.
I'm not there yet, Ben.
So I'm jonesing to do some Lego stuff here, but
You can talk more about Canadian TV.
All right. So when I was a kid, we had this thing called Nickelodeon.
I think they still have Nickelodeon. Mom said the movie was great.
Okay, we'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
I think we may have missed it in theaters, but we'll give it a shot when it comes to HBO or whatever. So when I was a kid, cable was newish, and there was HBO and.
You're so old.
Yeah, when cable first came out, it was like we had this thing about this big, and it had 15 buttons on it and then a lever, so you'd have 15 channels and then flip it down one and 15 more and flip it down one and 15 more.
Where they can see what I'm doing?
You do however you want to do it. And they were click buttons, right? You didn't have a remote. It was pa-chunk, and it would change the cable box. It was a big wire going up from the box. So Nickelodeon was one of these channels. I think it was Nickelodeon and like Showtime and WGN, and I don't even think the Weather Channel was back then. So it was weird, the channels we got. Yeah, totally blame me because it's more fun. Yeah.
I think he owes you $20.
Laura in the Facebook chat was just like, I'm blaming you for the bingo. Uh-oh.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if you've been watching long enough, Ingrid, my VW bus fell, like the creator set, off a shelf. And I did a live stream where I was trying to put it back together in just chunks, like kind of looking at what, like a crime scene where I was just like, yeah, I think this goes here and this goes here, but I think I'm gonna have to tear it completely down to component parts and just start all over. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. That sucks. Have fun putting it back together. Hope nothing got twisted or broken. What wire across the living room. Oh yeah, wire across the living room. So you had this box, and it was this wire that goes into a cable box. And so Nickelodeon was one of the channels. I don't remember if it was right at the beginning, but it was early. And so we got to see You Can't Do That on Television and Danger Mouse. That was our afternoon. And it was kind of late afternoon-ish, because when we got home first, it was like, I think He-Man was on at 3, and then G.I. Joe or something was on at 3:30 or something like that.
Mom said that they were going through old VHS tapes and found the Stephen Banks Show. We bonded over that.
The Stephen Banks Show. So one of our earliest dates. Second date, maybe?
I remember we were eating at a Chinese restaurant at the Golden Walk.
And this was like third date, maybe.
Yeah.
And we were just talking, and it was the Stephen Banks Show. And she's like, this reminds me of this. And I don't know if you've ever seen this, but there was a show on Showtime, and I don't remember what it was called, because I don't think you actually knew, but you didn't want to yeah. But you're like, there's this guy who was like in his apartment, and he was kind of like making music across the whole thing, and he was distracted, and he was putting stuff off to write a report for work. And I'm like, the Stephen Banks Entertainment Hour or something like that? She's
Home
like,
entertainment.
Home entertainment, yeah.
And
I'm like, yeah. So we totally bonded over that, because it was this goofy like 45-minute show. And it was just a one-man show about him in his apartment putting off work and like making cookies and having fights with his girlfriend on the phone and playing drums.
Did anyone else see this? Like, it was so good. They did a second one too.
Yeah, and the second one I don't remember being as good.
It wasn't, because there were other people in it. It wasn't just him.
So anyway, Stephen Banks' Home Entertainment System, or Home Entertainment something.
Yeah.
So yeah, You Can't Do That on Television, circling back to that, was a Canadian TV show. I can't remember if it was specifically KTV or CTV.
I mean, it was Nickelodeon.
It was Nickelodeon, but they were very Canadian. I think it was a Canadian show that got picked up by Nickelodeon, is what I'm saying. So I'm surprised I didn't actually see Degrassi, because I thought maybe that would have been included. It may have been on Nickelodeon.
It wasn't on Nickelodeon. So when I saw Degrassi, so they would show Degrassi on PBS in the States, but when I saw it, it was on Showtime. Like, that's how like progressive it was, I guess.
Yeah.
That it was on Showtime like during the day. There was also another one called Ready or Not. That's the one, the first episode where Amanda gets a new bra.
All right, that's great. You're gonna make me watch that next.
Oh yeah, I think that's gonna be the next one.
All right. So You Can't Do That on Television was also the first time that we saw slime, which became like Nickelodeon's signature thing, right?
Laura remembers You Can't Do That on Television.
Yeah, so there were two things you couldn't say on You Can't Do That on Television. You couldn't say water, or you'd get water dumped on you.
Water.
Or you don't say I don't know, and then you'd have slime dumped on you. So slime just became the biggest thing for Nickelodeon. It was like all in their game shows, and it was all
Double Dare.
Double Dare was a big the game show, and it was like you'd always get stuff dumped on you.
I just remember, so at the end they had like the obstacle course. Your friend was good. You feel how you feel. It's kind of relaxing to put stuff together. So thank you. But I remember they had like the obstacle course at the end. I remember there was one you had to dig a flag out of a big nose that had all this.
Oh yeah. So all I remember is Alanis Morissette was on You Can't Do That on Television. She wasn't in the first season, but maybe the second season.
Yeah, I can't remember.
She was just a little actor. She was like.
She's so precious.
She was really cute. She had like the
screwed over by Joey from Full House.
She had the Little House on the Prairie dress on, and short hair and big teeth, and.
Was that his name? Was that Joey? Was Dave Coulier's character Joey?
Yeah.
Okay.
So and everything was the whole like main shots were all filmed in like a geodesic dome, like ones that Ike builds.
Yeah.
And the main character's name was Moose. I forget what her actual name was.
Christine.
But they called her Moose. And then there were, as far as I know, one adult actor, but he played like 8 different parts.
There were 2 because there was a woman too.
Well, but so there's one guy, and I think he played like 3 different parts. And then there was one woman, and I don't remember any of her characters, oddly enough. I didn't think there was one.
There was the mom. I feel like
there was the mom, yeah.
She was always the mom. But the guy was like
it was Barf was the lunch guy.
Was Barf the dad, and then like the firing squad. Remember they would kill. They
would
kill children?
Yeah, they would have the blindfolds and everything, and it was a weird show. It was like a skit variety show. I don't think they ever had like musical guests on or anything, but There was a kid named Sebastian on there who was kind of like the good-looking kid, like the
I remember
JTT kind of River
Alistair.
Phoenix.
Yes, the nose was gross. It was, Laura. I keep looking over there because I'm used to that. It was.
So that show was on, and then we got to watch Danger Mouse, which is one of my favorite cartoons of all time. And I forget who picked it up. Like somebody picked it up again.
Danger Mouse?
Yeah, so they remade it, and it wasn't good, and it like died after the first season. And so somebody recently just unearthed, maybe it was Hulu or something, was just like, look, it's Danger Mouse. And I went back and watched them, and I'm like, these are not great. They're just, you just can't go back again with some of these shows.
We did that with Gem. Remember we watched Gem?
Yeah, we tried to watch Gem.
I used to love it. It was so
like the
bad.
intro holds up, like the intro bit. All those cartoons, all those cartoons in the 80s, like Thundercats and Mask and Pole Position and Dungeons and Dragons and Gem, had these amazingly animated openings with really great songs behind them. And then like they had like a different studio do that one time because they could work on it really well over the course of whatever. But then the week to week churning out of the episodes is just like, okay, these are garbage.
Maybe we should watch Gem instead of Degrassi.
I don't want to watch Gem. Trip down memory lane. Hey, look, people remember nostalgia?
There's a carrot in the bucket. Sorry.
The Samoflange. It's that dag-nabbit Samoflange.
I want to do it where they can see it, but then I can't see what I'm doing.
Well, you just turn around every once in a while. You don't have to do it while they, you know.
Okay, so there's the carrot. The horse is already made.
I want this webcam to be a little better focus. I guess I need a better webcam because it's a $20 webcam.
Oh, I see. It's got directions telling you to flip it around.
Yeah. It's got a little
Why can't I?
rotator thing.
I was like, where does this stupid horse go?
I have to remember that when I'm doing instructions for all my stuff, that I have to put that little flippy arrows in it to turn it around. So for those of you who are in Texas and who are watching, the Capitol will be at the Visitor Center starting August 26th. I don't know if there's going to be like an event. They're going through a remodeling, and I think the Capitol is going to be on the first floor. So like as you walk into the front doors, it's going to be right there, I think. So that's exciting. I have to find enough people to help move it over there. I love that goat mold. Is it a goat? The horse?
I think it's a horse.
That is a horse. That's a pretty good mold though. I mean, I like the big old like anime hooves. Hi E of D. How's it going? Thanks for joining.
Thundercat. Did we already talk about Thundercat?
We talked about it for a little bit. I mean, Thundercats is just basically kind of awesome. Yeah. I agree with Ingrid that Thundercats is awesome.
Sorry if we already talked about that. I've got
No, it's all right. See what happens? I've got nothing to talk about. You should go get some pieces. Be like, I'm missing a piece. I'll be right back. And then just leave me here to talk about nothing.
Right.
So Thundercats was really rad. I also enjoyed, I don't remember much about it. I know I got kind of silly in some episodes where they're dealing with the burbles and like all the teddy bears and stuff. I actually liked because I think they've redone it twice, maybe just once. I know they did it.
Funny.
They redid it once on like Toonami or Cartoon Network or something, and I thought it was really cute. Really cute. I see the bunny and I say really cute. I thought it was pretty cool. I actually liked it a lot. I thought they did well. It made me feel like it was the beginnings of the kind of Avatar / Voltron kind of thing. Yeah, these are all extra bits.
Okay, so I have to put it up the right way. Wait, why did it have me put the horse here, but then in this picture...
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter which way it goes.
Because you're supposed to play with them.
Oh, I see.
And that's a little bunny hutch. So there you go.
I just put together my first Lego set.
Let's get the bags out of the way.
Can we just throw these away?
You put them in the box because they're recyclable. I'm gonna let you do that. So yeah, there's your first Lego set.
My first Lego set. And
Congratulations.
This was easier than the other one that I had. Why are there extra bits?
Because there's always extra bits. That's cool that you got an extra bunny. Maybe. I don't know.
I think this is supposed to be.
I don't think the shovel's an extra bit. I think that's actually supposed to go somewhere. And does the bunny not get... Oh yeah, that's going to be extra. All right.
So
there you go. There's these and plus the extra bits. I don't know where. Extra
I
bits.
completed a set that is made for 4-year-olds.
Yep, congratulations.
Yay! I told Ben, I was like, we maybe should start with Duplo and then
Right.
go from there.
So we got like 30 minutes left. Do you want to
Did
move?
you think it was going to take longer?
Honestly, I didn't know how long it was going to take. So I'm going to flip this over to the full camera. So this Saturday was AFall day. For you non-Lego people, AFall is Adult Fan of Lego, AFOL. And hi Chandra. No kitty, that bag is not for you yet. So this Saturday I went and spent my savings, and by savings I mean a couple $100. It wasn't like my life savings. I didn't cash out a 401k or anything, but I got that set. I've got this is for Erica. I'll message her later.
Yeah.
She won this in a random draw, so she gets a Lego set. So I also got, and I'll show off my haul. This is a set I've been wanting for a while. It's an AT-AP, and I don't know if it's from the Clone Wars or what, but you can see a couple of these in Solo. This showed up in Solo. It was a Legends walker, I think, before that. Or no, maybe it was in Attack of the Clones. I'll have to go back. I also got this from Resistance. Star Wars Resistance. This is Von Reg's TIE Fighter. It looks exactly like a TIE Interceptor, but it's red, and it's the First Order, so it's a TIE Fighter. Don't ask. I mostly got it just for the figure because I'm also building. I got all these sets for their
Teresa
figures.
Kyle just joined. Hi, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa. I'm sorry to say you were on the list, but you did not win. Next time, when I get to 1,000, I'll run another one, and maybe you'll win.
Are you gonna wait that long? What if you did like every 100? Like
Maybe I'll do every 100. God, I'd go broke. I'm at 120 now.
Maybe every 500.
Maybe I'll do a 200 push. We'll see. So I got this set too. This is also from Resistance. This is the Black Ace Racing Fighter. I got this for the figure. That guy. And if you look at the ship, it looks like a Stormtrooper helmet. You can kind of see the grill right there, the Stormtrooper grill. So it's supposed to look like a Stormtrooper helmet. I think the guy was like an ex-Stormtrooper or something. But it's Star Wars Rebels, so I don't know. And then I got, from Lego Movie 2, this set with this really great it's a Friends size figure, but it's got that really cool helmet. And then it dispenses stickers out of its butt.
Laura said she's at the laundromat doing laundry because her dryer broke.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you know that you could, like...
Hey, if you need to do laundry, you can come over here and do laundry.
Here. Yeah, for sure. Like, seriously.
You just let us know. Just text me.
Something popped up.
Oh, that's just an alert. Iceberg. Hey, Iceberg. That's just, he's got to be.
Of course, the week before school starts.
Right.
Yeah, that would...
Yeah, if you
seriously,
need help with anything while your dryer's getting fixed or you need to do laundry or something, just let us know. I mean, we don't do laundry all the time, so you're welcome to come over and use it.
And if you want to, fold our clothes while you're at it, that's fine.
We could use that help. So anyway, AFall Day, I got that because if you're an AFall in good standing with your user group, you get 15% off purchases under $75. So I got that. I got those sets. And then I got this guy, a Mr. Freeze set. Poly bag. It's just a figure mostly, but he's got a little backpack and whatever. And then I got this nice tote bag. A $15 value. It's a nice, very heavy canvas tote bag. Feel that.
A $15 value, did you have to pay for it, or did
Nope.
you give it
No, you just get it for being there. So anyway, I might bust one of these open just to kill time.
Maybe I should do it.
Actually...
What do we do with this set now?
That's up to you. It's your set. What do you want to do with it?
I don't know.
Do you want to put it on your desk?
I can put it on my work desk.
And you just push it over to the side there and you keep it for later. Decide what you want to do.
A centerpiece for our table.
We could do that.
Totally just kidding.
All right, so I am going to open one of these sets. I'm going to open this one, which means you got to move that one.
Okay.
We've got a half hour left, so I thought maybe I'll just open it up and we can put the figures together and kill some time. If you haven't yet, this is a Lego Movie 2 set. You should go see the Lego Movie 2 or rent it because it's probably not out in theaters still. It's okay. Have been building the double-decker bus since Christmas. Oh, the red one? That's a nice one. Yeah. I'm surprised. Do you guys have the mini? You guys have to have the mini. Aren't you guys mini people? Comment on Facebook from Teresa Kite. Her family's been building the double-decker bus since Christmas. So that's what that was about. All right, so let's go over to build cam. Gotta get rid of those too.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to keep those?
Keep what?
The instructions?
Oh. I'm just doing this so we'll have something in common. We'll have something to talk about.
So, oh, I hate these.
Thanks, Laura. That was my first set that I ever actually put together.
Yep, we're very proud of her. She grows up so fast. All right. So again, this is the Lego Movie 2 set. I'm gonna turn this a little bit this way.
So if it's a Lego Movie 2, shouldn't there be some Duplo stuff in there? Wasn't that?
Maybe.
The Duplos were the bad guys.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so you can't say Legos. Can you say Duplos, or is it just Duplo?
It's the same thing. It's just Duplo.
Oh.
Because the Duplo is the name of the brand.
I thought the brand was Lego.
It's the Lego company or the Lego group, and then the brand of the thing is Duplo/Lego. Pretty. Oh, stickers. I don't know why I'm sad because this thing is basically a sticker dispenser.
Oh, you know what? I think the bunny can ride the horse actually, because Laura said make the bunny ride the horse. Where's my other bunny?
Make the bunny ride the horse.
He's got a little thing on him, so.
I can just see her getting excited like Amy Farrah Fowler and the tiara. Make the bunny ride the horse. Do it. Make him do the horse.
Wait. Maybe not.
I can't pick this up.
Yes, he can. Look.
Oh, if it has a stud on it, you totally can. Just put him right there and leave him up. Bunny ride a horse, bunny.
Bunny's got a hole on his head too.
That's for other things. You could put a flower in his head, not from your set.
What about a carrot stem?
No, too big. But there are flower stems that are that big that you could put in his head. All right, so this is the sticker roll that comes with this set. That makes it $70. This set is 500 and some pieces. It is the Sweet Mayhem's Sistar Spaceship. And you can see on the box, it's got the sticker dispenser. And it's a 502 piece set that normally goes for $70. But it was on sale at this time for $55. So I got this, plus my 15% discount for being generally awesome. I just walked in and they said, we're gonna give you 15% off. I went, oh, thank you. And then they said, as well as everybody else who's here right now.
Nice.
I'm like, oh, well, that's not fun.
I thought you were just special.
Yeah, I thought it was just special. So,
I may be a loser and go make Allie's meatballs.
all right, I'll wrap up the last half hour.
Is that okay?
Thanks for building a set with me.
Yeah, no problem. Sorry, my dog needs meatballs.
So say bye to Beth for a little bit. She's gonna go
bye-bye.
work on stuff for her dog, which means I'm gonna take over. So you guys are stuck with me the rest of the night.
I mean, that's why they're there.
No, I'm pretty sure they're here because of you.
I'm an added bonus.
Mm-hmm. Again, nothing special on the beer front, just a shiner. I haven't been able to get a new beer from the store or the liquor store, but I did go to Growler, which is our local tap room, and had that Fourth Tap cream ale, cookies and cream ale, which is very nice, imperial stout, and then something else. It was very good. And then I had some watermelon thing, which wasn't my favorite. But I'm not doing both beers tonight. Tonight we're also going to do a Truly. These are now the biggest selling things in the country. These are outselling beers, these hard seltzers. I think White Claw has overtaken like top spot in terms of
Do you think it's because
alcoholic.
calories?
Yeah, so the bartender that I was talking to about it at Growler was like, it's because it hit right at all the time all these people started doing keto. So that's why it was such a big hit. I was like, makes sense. All right, so bag 1 is going to be, I can't even do Sweet Mayhem in bag 1. I have to wait till bag 3. That's junk. That's utter junk. So now I have to do Wild Style and Emmett. I have a big set from the first movie where he's built a giant construction robot mech. Ooh, this is a very cool sounding song, very Stranger Things. Oh, the crinkly bag, anti-ASMR sounds. Love it. They're not hard enough. Yes, Teresa, for those. I really wish this cross. I don't know if the people in YouTube can see the Facebook post or not. They thought they had fixed that, but I don't think they did. I agree, they're not hard enough. I think I learned about shandies from you, Teresa, way back when on Flickr. I didn't know what shandies were, and then after that, I looked forward to doing nothing but drinking shandies, trying to make one, just like finding an IPA and throwing some lemonade or something in it, and it was not working out well. So, I drink 1 time a week and can't drink much. Bad liver. Yeah, I get that, Ingrid. I'm worried that that's what I'm going to start getting. This beer tonight is going to cause me problems. It's going to cause me to wake up at like 2 a.m. with gut rot. Well, but I like it though. Beth says, don't drink it. I'm like, no, that doesn't. I like beer. I like alcoholic beverages. I also like chocolate milk, so I mean, maybe I should just do. You say that you sound like Kavanaugh. But I like beer. Yeah, the seltzer, it's actually 5%. Like, if you just drink nothing but these, it'll mess you up. I don't know what a shiner is.
Hey, babe, if this gets too loud, let me know.
Well, the blender's going to be too loud.
I know, I might just get everything ready.
You know what? How long does it take to... I can't see what the ABV is on this beer. Also, that's hurting my head by trying not to pretend that I don't need bifocals. So, let's see. They're very good, too. I like... The Trulies are very light. They're not super sweet. All right, which face should we go with? Should we go with the determined face? Or should we go with the everything is awesome face? You think everything is awesome, Beth?
Huh?
Would you like the everything is awesome?
Yeah.
All right. So, I don't know how the kerchief goes on. All right. I really like this song. Yeah, I don't know how this is supposed to go on. Is there a better picture of it? Maybe? I don't think it matters. All right. All right, now where's her rad hair? Because she has rad hair. With goggles on this time. Look at that. Look at that mold. That's a really rad mold. I don't know if you can see it better over here. Nope. Camera doesn't focus. All right, fair enough. That's a rad mold with the hair and the goggles. Very super cool. All right, we'll set her up right here so she can watch. A new place opened up in Castle Rock calledOnnabrook Meadery. Honey beer. We're going to try it soonish. There is a place in Austin called Meridian Hive Meadery that has been around for a while, and mead is delicious. But it is also way heavy and way sweet, and it'll F you up like really bad and give you a very bad headache because there's so much sugar, but it's super delicious. I highly recommend that you go. It's a really good experience. And I've been drinking. The first time I had mead, Teresa, was in Larkspur at the Colorado Renaissance Festival, because I worked there one summer ages ago as a street performer. I was basically, excuse me, I swallowed wrong and now I'm going to lose my voice. A friend of mine was actually a natural witch. She did smudges and she did fortune tea leaves and stuff like that. And I was her mute assistant. So that act went for about 1, maybe 2 weekends. And then all we did after that was just show up and drink and sit backstage. We sat off site basically and just drank mead and beer and ate bread bowls. So it was awful because it was summer in Colorado, which is not as hot as Texas, but it's very dry. So at the end of the day, you'd have to come home and blow your nose, and you just blow black out of your nose because there's so much dust. It was really awful. So then I moved here and found the Texas Renaissance Festival and was like, oh man, that'd be cool. I should go check it out. It's completely different. First of all, oh no, dropped a piece and I didn't hear where it went, so I'm going to be looking for it forever.
While you're doing that, can I...
Yeah, so the blender's going to turn on for a minute. Sorry about that. So I said, look, mother, if I want to go on the beach naked, oh, she's done. Okay. So yeah, neat. This place is between Castle Rock and Larkspur on 25. I think that area is being built up, isn't it? I haven't been down that way in a while, and every time I go, I drive through, go into my mom's house in Woodland Park. Haha. Ta-da. Very nice. Oh, so yes, mead is great. Meat is great, meat is nice. They do carry it at the tap room that we go to, so every once in a while we'll get one if it's kind of a light. Because you can get a light one that's very, like, kind of seltzer-ish. So anyway, it leads into this. It's not as heavy, or it's heavier than this by a long shot. Thank you, Ingrid. We haven't been in a while. The last time we actually went to the meadery was a friend's birthday. And our friends do brewery crawls usually on their birthday. They used to. What? So we started down, where did we start? Adelbert's. So we went to Adelbert's, and it's not Adelbert's, it's Adelbert's. You see the name and you're like, oh, Adelbert's, like Edelweiss or something, but nope, it's Adelbert's. So we go there and there's a drink called the Triple B, which is like 13% ABV. It's just, and it's delicious, right? But it's super high. It's very boozy. It even tastes boozy. You know, there's no getting around it. So for whatever reason, this wasn't, oh, and her birthday is at the beginning of Barks for Beers. Yeah, no, it's at the end of April. It's the beginning of May, so it was the beginning of Barks for Beers.
This is before Barks for Beers.
Are you sure? Because that was the whole reason we went and got the Triple B in the pint glasses.
That wasn't the time we got it in pint glasses.
Oh, okay. So anyway, different time, but we got Triple Bs and then got Triple Bs, but we got quadruple messed up drinking these things. And we were supposed to go to the meadery. Or no, we did go to the meadery. And then after that, we were supposed to meet up at another place, Jester King or something. Yeah. It was. I can't imagine they would be that far away. Jester King's kind of out of town. But we were supposed to meet up at a different location. But after the meadery, we were like, oh, I don't think we're going to be able to do this. So we went and got Wendy's and then went home and said, well, let's take a nap and then see how we feel. And then we ended up sleeping till like way too long. Like we missed everything. And then I had to go to a baseball game. I didn't have to. Yeah, we went to a baseball game with the ladies and the kids. And Beth's like, I want, you know, and we're both kind of suffering, day drunk suffering. And I'm like, yeah, you know what I really want right now? One of those yard margaritas. So I got a yard margarita. It sounds like I have a problem because all I talk about is beer and stuff like that. But I honestly don't drink that much. Just like, you know, one now and then occasionally when we go out on the weekends, but not like during the week or anything. I have to be very careful about that because I believe I would develop a problem. So you have to help, Beth.
Okay.
If you think I'm developing a problem, you should say something.
I don't think you're developing a problem yet.
All right, well, thank you.
You'll have like a beer or something.
Yeah, beer for the stream, talk about new beverages. Occasionally we'll go to Growler, try some new stuff, or meet a brewery or something, but I mean, we do that like once a month maybe.
You rarely drink to the point of the concert.
That's true too. You probably can't hear her back there, but she's basically saying I don't drink till I get blackout drunk. I have like a beer. So I think the only thing that it's doing to me right now is making my belly bigger, which is, you know, not great, but that's gonna change because I might be on TV soon, bitches.
Yeah.
Which means I need to not do that anymore.
Hey, we should talk about how our anniversary's coming up.
Hey, our anniversary's coming up, y'all. We've been together for 5 years. Next week, it'll be 5 years.
In 5 days, actually.
Yeah, in 5 days. It'll be 5 years and 5 days. So I think we're gonna go out. We should talk to the ladies, make sure we can do that. Not like we have to get permission, but I just want to make sure that like nothing's going on. Well, kid. Rowan is an adult now, but Greg might need a ride to work or something if they're at Coda. When is it? Did we say it was Friday?
Yeah.
Well, I know it's the 9th. I just meant Friday. So no bingo. And then I'm good doing Coda on Wednesday. So Coda, I keep saying that. Thank you, Ingrid and Teresa. Coda is Circuit of the Americas. We have a Formula One racetrack here in Austin called Circuit of the Americas. And it's, there's concerts there. They have a music series, and they also have the Formula One races and the motocross races. And I'm not really sure. I think some truck races. I'm not really sure what else they do there. But we volunteer, the band boosters volunteer at a Pizza Hut there. And we basically sling pizzas and pour beer. And we get basically a percentage of sales to go toward the marching band. It's a super great deal. Like it's like, I mean, it's hard work, but it's not impossible work. It's just kind of being on your feet for like 5 hours. And once you've done it once, it's like, it's super, super easy to do. So it's a really great thing. And we've basically locked up the whole concert series over the summer. And then most of the races. So we get a lot of money from this volunteering venture, and it's very cool. So I am volunteering this Wednesday, coming Wednesday. I don't do every concert. Cheryl and Claire do a lot of the concerts, like I think once a week, easily at least, because they want to keep if not a lot of parents volunteer, they go to make sure that we keep getting the percentage back from the deal. Otherwise, they're afraid it'll dry up. Plus, it's kind of fun. You get to see some shows. So next week, I'm going to go see 311. How many stickers does this have? I'm not going to put these on. These are the stickers. I'm not going to put these on. They don't really look like they need to be there for any reason. I mean, this first sticker is like a control panel. It's going to be on the inside. I'm not going to need it. And there's only 2 on the outside that make little stripes or whatever. I'm sure the design is going to be good enough. So, so I'm going to go see 311, but I'm not going for 311. I'm going because my favorite ska punk band is going to be playing. The Interrupters will be playing, opening for them. And then one other band is playing, but I don't know who it is. So hopefully it won't be busy enough that I'll be tied up and not be able to kind of walk over and listen to them play. And I think I got a few people with me that night, so it'll be hopefully something I can do. But then after that, I don't know the next one I'm going to sign up for. And most of the time people are like, oh, I like that band, I'll sign up for that one. And you really can't see the band too much. You can kind of see them from the TV screen, and you can kind of hear them because, I mean, it's a music venue, so you can totally hear them all. This is interesting music. So the music tonight is brought to you by Pretzel, apps.pretzel.rocks. Link should be in the description. Again, I'm using them because I'm pretty sure it's royalty free for streaming to use it. If not, I will change again because I thought the previous one was, but it is not. So I had to change it because my videos were getting flagged. And Josh should know about that. Where's Josh? What did happen to Josh? I think he gave up on us. So in about 14 minutes, I think I'm going to go back to watching Jurassic World. I don't think I'll get this done. But now that the Capitol is done, I can go back to my Apocalypseburg set and finish that. That'll be nice. Because that's just a big box of open parts right now, just kind of hanging out, waiting to get dumped over. How's it going, meatball lady?
I almost tripped over your cat.
Cat? What are you doing?
He's hoping I drop some of the meatball mix.
Yeah, I bet he does.
Allie was doing that for a while, but she got tired of waiting. You know, I've got the appointment for the vet tomorrow, and now she's acting fine.
Yeah, well, that happens. You make an appointment with your kid because they're sick, and then the day they have to go in, they're like, I'm sick. It's like, well, we're going anyway, because they'll charge me if we don't. Yeah, so if you haven't, please check out the video that I think is just previously on this channel. That is the walk around I did of the Capitol being done. There's a couple bits that I need to finish or fill in. Like I wasn't able to do them right at that moment, but for all intents and purposes, it's done. I don't have to worry about it anymore. As soon as I finished, Beth helped me move the dome was sitting on the kitchen table right here for like ever, because there's no other room for it. There's no other place I could have put it. And so I got the ship coming together, kind of. So she helped me move a couple things off of the Capitol so I'd have room enough to put the dome on it. And then I put the dome on and put the little collar around it, and then put the one slice back on that we took off so I'd have enough room, and then pushed it all together. And I was like, oh my God, y'all, it is done. And like a weight lifted off my shoulders. Like I immediately almost teared up. And then I just kind of sat on the couch, and I was just like, because I mean, I would lay in bed and freak out that I wasn't going to be able to fix this one part. There was a part that was in the software, and I might show you guys at some point, but there was a part in the software that I thought I had figured out. I thought, yeah, I got this all sewed up. What's up, Galag? Is it Galagade, Galagade, Galagade? I don't know how you're going to explain to me how to pronounce it in chat. Galagade. Morning. You must be in Australia. Or not in the States. So it's Monday there, wherever you are. I guess it has to be. Anyway, so thanks for stopping by. we're building, I don't know if you can tell from what we're building. We're building this. Sweet Mayhem's Stellar whatever. Stellar Ride. I just started this because Beth built this earlier all by herself. This is her first Lego set. And she did quite well. She built it all by herself, no help from me. That's probably better. And I didn't get a friend set because she's a girl. I got her a friend. Hi, Doc. Somebody must have just got done streaming because now I got Gala and Doc in here. I got her the set because I think it was Ingrid who was like, you should get a friend set. I didn't find the one that you described because I didn't have it at Gade. Yes, Monday morning in Asia. Oh, I'm on holiday.
Wow.
At the Min. Normally I'm in the UK. Oh, fantastic. All right, cool. So I got that. I got a friend set because of a suggestion. They thought they. No, that's fine. I had thought that too when I was buying it. I'm like, why don't I get her a creator set or something that's a little dinosaur?
The important thing is that
Oh, hi, Teresa. Thanks. Now I can watch over on that side.
the important thing is that you have to give me something that a 4-year-old can do.
Yes. So I don't know if you heard her, but Beth said we have to give her something that a 4-year-old can do, which is not entirely true, but it's, you know, you start where you start. And if I keep watching Canadian TV shows, then I'm going to be getting more sets. Maybe once a month we'll do a build for you.
Yay!
What do you think about that? What do you think of them apples?
I'm okay with them apples.
All right. Yeah, because I don't mind going to the Lego store like once a month and getting a couple things. Although if I'm going to keep doing the, hey, if we get to 120 sets, we'll do a drawing.
We could go to
Or 120, what?
We could go to Christena's place.
And buy stuff?
She has sets, right?
She does. She has lots of sets.
I would rather, well, I should say rather give her money than Lego. That's not fair.
Yeah. No, but I mean, Doc, what did you win from Blaze? Did he do a sub drive or something? I missed a bunch of people streaming tonight. They always hit like, there's like 4 that always go at like 8 o'clock on some time, and I'm like, well, now I gotta pick. Oh, I like this song, but I think it may be a bit frenetic for the channel. I'm a big chiptune person, so I really am digging this. Oh, $20 Lego gift card. That is not shabby, man. That'll get you some stuff. So part of the, I don't know if you guys have been able to do an AFOL day. This was my first. I've been part of this lug for like 11 years, and I've never done an AFOL day. So this is my first. Earlier, I showed all the loot that I got. The AT-AP, Von Rex TIE Fighter, the Black Ace, and then this one. And then I got, this is what the 100th subscriber giveaway was. So this little pack. And then the set Beth put together for like 250 bucks with the discount. Well, I got the poly bag. I got this guy. Josh is back. I got the Mr. Freeze poly bag. I did miss the raffle, but I had people coming over and I wanted to get home and start breakfast because we were going to be watching some TV. We're having a Buffy brunch, and I wanted to get back in time to be able to make stuff, so that's why I left. Bye, Ingrid. Thanks for coming out. Hopefully see you Thursday. We'll be back on Thursday. Sundays and Thursdays. Have your one drink. Save your one drink for Thursday night. We'll drink together. What were we talking about? So what was the raffle, Josh? What was the raffle for? If I missed it. I should have stayed for that. I can't imagine that it took much, because I left at like 9:30. But then we would have been eating at like noon. That would have been all right, right? I should have stayed for the raffle. Let's see. I might be able to get through some of this. Oh, I only got like 5 minutes left. my arbitrary 90 minutes. I don't know why I'm sticking with 90 minutes. I could go for 93 minutes or stop now or go till 10 o'clock. But I got a movie that I want to watch. You're trying to have some sort of what? Boundaries. I realize also I'm not building it in frame here. Oh, $30 set. That's cool. Man, I should have stayed for that. I'm the Star Wars guy in our group. I think there's like James likes Star Wars sets too, but I know a lot of people feel like they're burned out on Star Wars sets, so that's cool. I would have liked that. I wouldn't have won it, but I won. So I won the Mac Anthem from Beyond the Brick. They had a comment in this for our, at that time it was like their 100,000 views or something, or 100,000 subscribers event, and I won that from them.
You won the thing from the other guy too.
And then, yeah, and then I won the subscriber drive from Iceberg Bricks for the Apocalypseburg. So I feel like I should just stop. Like, there's no reason for me to keep applying for stuff. I'm like, I think I've won. I think I've hit the jackpot on a couple of these. There was a thing I tweeted the other day. It's like it was actually from Restream. It was a contest for winning like a streaming gear thing, where it's like a tracking gimbal for your phone. You can kind of put it in this gimbal and it'll track you. And then something else, I forget what else, but it's like, it was the company that was the manufacturer of the software and the hardware was like, yeah, through Restream, if you do these, you know, if you retweet this and if you like us on Facebook, you get so many whatever entries. So I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So we'll see. Not like I'm doing a whole lot of dynamic moving around where you guys need to follow me and be tracked. Or have me be tracked. So I really like these. These little quarter tiles. Especially that they are, I can't really see that. This turquoise color. Oh man, that's got a sticker on it. Should I put that sticker on it? I don't think so. See, and this is what I'm talking about. Where's the, it's this. Why would I even do that? I mean, it makes it kind of look cooler, but I mean, I don't know. I'll just put it in the directions for later. All right, so I think that's where we're gonna kill it. I want a minifigure from Dave of Scott's Toys, my first win. That's fantastic. Yeah, Doc, I'm probably gonna finish this on my own later. This guy, it's, you know, it's not a huge set, it's 3 bags. But I think also I've done some work on Apocalypseburg, but I think next stream, since I don't have anything, I don't have a microfighter to do, because that's what I want to do more of, is my microfighters. I don't have anything on order. So I think I'll finish up Apocalypseburg maybe next time, and then Beth will have something to talk about with more Canadian shows, but I think that's what we'll do next time. So again, thanks for everybody coming by. Again, congratulations to Erica. I'll send you this. They live like a mile from my house, so I'll just drive it over and leave it on your porch. Thank you, Beth, for putting up with building a Lego set. Thanks to me for putting up with Canadian teen drama. Bye, Gala. Bye, Gade. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you. Come by next Thursday. We'll be here this coming Thursday, hanging out, drinking beer, and doing Lego and stuff. Yeah. Teresa says bye, Allie.
Aww.
If you haven't, make sure to check out the ideas link in the description. You can go vote for that. If you haven't, for my barn owl, I got a long time to go to get that done. I'm going to be reworking on it soon. Check out the description for the beers that we're doing, although it wasn't this great this time. Also the link for the music, support Pretzel. And this was hosted by Restream. So thanks everybody for showing up and have a good week. Talk to you later. Bye.